Well, hello there, everyone. So here we are. We're going to talk about 1 week after rhinoplasty, aka a nose job. As you can tell, I don't have that big old split cast looking thing anymore because I'm already at my 7th day today. And so I got some of my packing removed right up in here. So now I can actually breathe, which is really cool. But yeah, to getting back to the first 7 days. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be really, really hard. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna take a lot of mental strength to begin with, but you guys can do it. And you don't always have to rely on all those painkillers that are super strong. I ended up being able to go through my whole pain, aching thing through with Tylenols. So the most I ended up taking one time was 2 Tylenols, but other than that, I've just been taking a Tylenol, and I believe it's like every 6 hours. And I'm not even constant with the times. I just kind of take it when I feel some pain, so I didn't always take them. What you're pretty much gonna feel like is the first day as you come out of the hospital, you're probably gonna feel like a bus just ran into your face, like it's gonna hurt. Um, then after that, it's not gonna be as bad. It's gonna feel like you have some pressure here. It is gonna be a little bit pain. Your nose is gonna be numb. One weird thing about me is that I can feel this side, but I can't feel this side, which is kind of a scary deal. But to begin with, I couldn't feel all of my nose, and now it's like slowly I'm getting the feeling of my nose again. Um, yeah, so pain isn't such a big deal. It's more of like pressure type of pain, which then can turn into headaches, which is then why you take, your Tylenol, and then if you really have to and you want to whine about it, you can take a painkiller. I'm just kidding. It's not whining. Take it if you have to. It might be pretty painful. Um, as far as care, it's gonna be annoying to eat. Eating is gonna be a pain in the butt. So one thing I can advise you to do is eat in little scoops and drink in small gulps, because when you take in too many, while you have that food or that drink in your mouth, you're gonna naturally want to be able to breathe in and out, but you're not gonna be able to do this because you're gonna have plugs in your nose. So it's not gonna feel good, because then you're gonna have like this pressure, and then the foods and the drinks and everything's gonna want to push out of your nose, and then if you have food in there, it's gonna make your it's gonna cause a disaster in there. So I really recommend that you drink in small bits and you eat in small portions, and just eat, chew, swallow what you have. Don't grab a big bite. Um, Essentials that you will be needing are this little puppy right here. This is gauze tape. You'll be needing Q-tips and some ointment, cream, antibiotic stuff. Yeah. Um, and some gauze. A lot of this. So pretty much the maintenancing is the other annoyance with your nose job that you're going to be dealing with. With that, it's not too hard, but all you're going to be doing is making little squares, or little triangles, or whatever, and then you're just going to be putting them right here and then taping them to the back, to the sides here. Usually what I do is, with the tape itself, I'll make little tabs on them so then I can remove it and it doesn't get so stuck on my face, which then kind of sucks when you're peeling it off. So yeah, I make like a little tab like that, you see? So where you can then just pull it off really easy. And you can make those little tabs, and then that way you can just take it off in the morning. And so as far as the maintenance thing, another thing that you will be needing is also hydroperoxide. And for after they take out the plugs in your nose or your packing, you'll be needing some of this stuff. And the doctor recommended it because he he says it's a way to keep your nose moisturized, and that way stuff doesn't dry out and then stuff doesn't go bye-bye. Um, so pretty much as you're cleaning it, and I was also told that I was like the best person at keeping my little cut here really clean. So I guess I'm a good person to give you advice on this. Um, so pretty much what I usually did is I would first clean it out a little bit, get it a little dry, then dip this, leave it in the hydroperoxide for a bit, and then pull it out, and then lightly start touching your nose around and letting it bubble up. You'll see it bubble up on everything. And then after you get everything cleaned, you get your little cut clean, you get the inside clean, then you can use the dry one and go in there and, dry out everything. And then grab another Q-tip, put a little bit of cream here, and put another little stuff there, and then start, putting it all over the inside of your nose and all over here. And then after that, you're going to want to make your little gauze pad, because then you might start to drip later on. You'll drip maybe a little bit of blood with it, because the cream will dissolve on your skin because of your skin temperature. And then one thing too is that at night when you fall asleep, you might want to make this smaller and like kind of roll it down a little bit. If you had to open rhinoplasty, you'll have this cut here, which if you leave this thing stuck there and you leave the ointment there, or even without ointment, in the morning you could have dried up blood and dried up gooey stuff that's stuck to your nose and stuck to your cut, which then if you pull it off, it's going to be a pain in the butt to take off, and you don't want to rip anything or move things around there, especially since it's such a small cut. You want it to heal as perfect as possible. So yeah, pull it down when you fall asleep and leave it like that. That way it doesn't make contact. It'll only work like a little drill pan, a little drip pan. Yeah, other than that, that pretty much covers, your painkillers, what you're going to be taking. I have no idea what you'll be taking, probably some Valium and Percocet or whatever. I just took Tylenol, so I mean, if you don't want to whine about it and it's not that big of a deal, you don't have to take that, really strong stuff. And then just get your supplies ready, and yeah, you'll be good to go. And my nose in particular I feel like it's still pretty bruised up, and you can see the bruising there and there. And then you can still see the swollenness, like this is kind of chubby here. You can see my eyes are still kind of covered up in there. But it's going down compared to before. And I'll show you some pictures of what my nose looked like and how it looks now. And my nose job was done by Dr. Fisher over in Yorba Linda in Southern California. Really good guy, cool dude. It's really awesome. And I definitely recommend them to anyone else. He really spends a lot of time with you and takes the time to really find the nose that you and him want to create. And he'll tell you what's possible and how he's going to work through it. And then with my nose in particular, it was, since I had broken it twice in my lifetime. I crashed into a kid's forehead when I was 11. Didn't get it fixed because the school, when they sent me to the nurse and then they sent me to the clinic, they said everything was going to be okay. Then later on, I had a big old bump, and then it started growing bigger and bigger. Then later on, when I was 18, I fell off a cliff because I was drunk and an idiot. And yeah, don't do that. So until now, finally, I got the chance to, save up some money and get it fixed. But it was it had a lot of trauma done to it. So I had this like clack, clack, and then I had it clack to the side after I fell off the cliff. I'll show some pictures of that so that you guys can see what it looked like. And yeah, so I love what he did to mine. He kept it really natural. All he did was just bring it up a bit. He built a bridge in there, used some cartilage to make this a little stronger here, make the nostrils stay stiff. Then he used the same cartilage to build a roof for everything, since he had to break everything down, since everything was out of proportion and pretty messed up. And other than that, if you guys have any questions, just comment below and I will get to it to answer some questions. But it'll be pretty simple and easy. With those little tools that you have there, you'll be good to go for the whole week. And afterwards, still take out your packing and you'll be able to breathe, and then you're going to feel normal again and you're going to feel great. And then you're just going to wait for your swelling to go down like me. Well, thank you guys, and hope you guys feel better. Whoever's going through rhinoplasty, you are a trooper, and good luck on your nose job.